And he also is still talking about the contract extension that he says he wants at the end of the next 8 years of his deal. I love Bryce Harper. I love that he wants to play until he's 45.
Guys, what's the deal with the extension, honestly? Like, we talked about this before, and you kind of laugh about it, and it's like, okay, sure, Bryce, whatever. But what's the deal?
Now
like,
he's back.
this is have you ever heard of, like, these guys with these mega deals? Ohtani, Trout, Judge, Machado, Tatis, Lindor. They got these, like, big, long deals, and then show up one day, and they're like, I want more. Tack on more years. Have you ever seen that before? I don't think I remember that happening. So, like, what's... Just guess here. Like, what's going on? What's in his head? He is an intense person, and I think he genuinely loves it in Philadelphia, and he's having a good time. I can totally see it that he is just like, yeah, no, I want to lock it up forever. But at the same time, couldn't the deal in its current state be forever? Like, why does he's just very sure that he will be playing that much later, and he was like, I want to make sure those times I'm playing are in the place I want to play in. Is that really it?
That's it. He wants to be. I think he just really wants to be the guy that plays forever. He wants to be the guy that can prove, yes, you can do this at a high level forever. Because position players don't typically last that long. Like, you get the occasional pitcher who lasts until he's, 45. Like the occasional Jamie Moyer, the Phil Negro?
Jamie Moyer. There are no occasional Jamie Moyers.
No.
It's just
Nolan
Jamie
Ryan,
Moyer,
Jamie Moyer,
nobody else.
and that's about the end of the list.
Julio Franco, but he wasn't a pitcher, so.
You get some of those guys, but, like, position players don't. That's just not something that position players do, and he wants to be the guy to prove it because he's already proven he can come back faster from Tommy John surgery than anyone before. He's already a medical marvel. So I think and I think what you guys have said is correct. I think a lot of it is he's comfortable here. He really likes it here. I think he just wants to continually show the city that, no, he's for real. I'm here and I want to be here forever. And it's not just that I want to be here forever. It's that I want to be the greatest. And I want to be the greatest here. And I want to make Philadelphia the greatest and pull Philadelphia along. I also want to be Philadelphia's savior and the father of Philadelphia. I really just want to be everything to Philadelphia. That's Bryce Harper.
Are you guys flattered by this? That Bryce Harper's like, I will be at all of your funerals. That, like, he is like, I'm so in that I am more in than every single one of you. Like, this is flattering, right?
He's out dieharding the diehards. Yeah.
Would he be doing this if he wound up in San Francisco? Would he be doing this?
That's a great question. I don't know. I think there's a special energy with Philadelphia that's connected with him. I'd like to think that anyway. I'd like to think that the Philadelphia has a unique energy. The fact that the atmosphere in the playoffs has been the way it's been, I think, is unique. We haven't. Everything you hear is that you don't see this kind of atmosphere someplace else. I think that's. He already loved the city beforehand, but that, I think, has really cemented it for him, that he wants to win it all here, and he wants to win it all a lot of times here. I do think he honestly feels like he's an Iron Man, that he can do whatever he wants with his body, and that he can play well into his 40s. I don't understand the urgency. Well, I do understand the urgency. He's at the top of his game right now.
Yeah.
And if he's going to get an extension, it's not going to be with 2 years left on this current deal. Because by that point, he's going to be in his mid-30s, and a decline may be already happening. Maybe it won't be, but it may be teams typically don't.
Whoa!
What did you do?
What kind of show is this?
What are you doing?
I'm just saying the
Leave that out of the notes.
You
They're gonna get us killed.
Didn't write that in the notes.
You were saying that. I'm literally looking up, and I was about to interject at your next pause and say, he was in the MVP conversation this year. As he was recovering from Tommy John surgery, he won his Silver
I'm talking
Slugger.
7 years from now.
Well,
7 years from now.
But you just said the decline may even be happening. I'm just like, what are you talking about?
At that point, when he's 36 years old, 37 years old, do I automatically assume he's still going to be an MVP candidate? No, and you can't. So that's why he's trying to negotiate something now when he is an MVP candidate, and not 6 or 7 years from now when he's only got 1 or 2 years left on this deal. And you might find a guy who, if he's hitting 240 and his power isn't there anymore, he's probably not going to get an extra 5 years on his deal and play till he's in his mid-40s. That's why now is when he's pushing for it, even though he's got 8 years left on this deal. That's my point.